Good day children. Advocate Bapusaheb Bhonda High School welcome you all in our digital learning session. Today in our EVS 2 period, children, we are going to start our new lesson number 11, the discomfiture of Shaiste Khan. Children, in our last lesson, we had already learned about the brave deeds of Baji Prabhu and how it helped Shivaji Maharaj in establishing Hindavi Swaraj. Okay? And here in this lesson today we are going to see how Shivaji's brave deeds carried on and he was a threat to the Mughals. Now let's start our today's lesson. So in this lesson there is first point, Shaiste Khan's campaign. I will read it for you. Pay attention. Shaiste Khan's campaign. In spite of repeated efforts in which he left no stone unturned, Adil Shah of Bijapur could not force Shivaji to surrender. Every Sardar of Bijapur who was sent against Shivaji was defeated. Adil Shah at last gave up the fight, made peace with Shivaji and gave recognition to his independent kingdom. Shivaji thus had peace for some time on his southern border. So children, here as I told you, these Mughals, that is Adil Shah of Bijapur, you can see in this picture, he could not force Shivaji to surrender. He did all things possible. He did not leave a single stone unturned in his efforts to put Shivaji in place. But it was all in vain and useless. So, here you can see the different types of Sardars, Afzal Khan, then here you can see, means Adil Shah sent every Sardar possible but they were all defeated by Shivaji. So at last Adil Shah gave up. He gave up the fight and made peace with Shivaji. And gave not only that, he gave him his independent kingdom. At last, Shivaji had some peace in southern boundaries. Get it? So children, next I will read for you. In the meanwhile, constant Mughal attacks from the north had partially ruined Maharashtra. Shivaji therefore turned his attention northwards and carried out raids in the territory of the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. Shivaji did not like all these things. He wanted all his boundaries safe. So Shivaji therefore turned his attention towards the north and he started carrying out raids in the territory of the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. Now see what happened next. I will read for you. This enraged Aurangzeb and he sent Shaiste Khan, his uncle, to deal with Shivaji and teach him a lesson. Shaiste Khan, with a huge army of 75,000 men and hundreds of elephants, camels and pieces of cannon, marched on Pune. On the way, he captured the towns of Shirwal, Shivapur, Saswad and finally laid siege to the fort of Purandar. Nothing could stop his advance. But once the Maratha army surrounded him in a mountain pass, So children, now when Aurangzeb came to know all about Shivaji was doing, he was very angry and he sent his uncle Shaista Khan. You can see the picture of Shaista Khan here, to deal with Shivaji. He told him to go and to deal with Shivaji. He told him to go and teach this Shivaji a lesson. So now children, Shaista Khan, Aurangzeb's uncle, left with huge army of 75,000 men. You can see the picture, and hundreds of elephants, camels, and pieces of cannon. You can see here in the picture. And he marched towards the Pune. Yes, children? On the way, Shaista Khan did not keep quiet. He went on capturing the towns of Shirwal, Shivapur, Saswad, and finally he laid siege to the fort of Purandar. You can see the picture of Purandar fort. Children, in the last lesson I already explained you the meaning of the word siege. That means that Shaista Khan surrounded the fort and all the supplies to the fort was cut. But nothing could do anything to Shivaji and his troops. Shivaji had a particular and a specific way of fighting against his enemy. So children, let's see, what was it? I will read for you. Pay attention here. The Maratha troops moved very fast on their swift Bhimthadi ponies. They also traveled very light. They could traverse the hills and valleys in the shortest possible time on army rations consisting of onions and bajra bread. This type of warfare, perfected by the Marathas, was unknown to Shaista Khan. Tired of the continuous harassment by the Maratha troops, he at last raised the siege of Purandar. So children, Maratha Sardars, they all are very quick, and they were quick on their Bhimthadi ponies. You can see the picture of ponies here. And they followed one thing, that is, they only carried few things as rations along with them. So children, what type of ration they carried? They have only onions and bajra bread. You know na, bajra bhakri, that only enough for them. And you can see here the picture of valleys, hills, mountains. So all they know the hills and valleys, and they took the shortest route possible. Therefore, the Marathas were always victorious, and they all kept on forwarding, moving ahead to harass the Mughals. At last, Shaista Khan not know what to do, because he was not familiar of this warfare with the Maratha troops. Now he at last was tired, and he raised the siege of Purandar fort. So children, let's see what happened next. I will read it for you, okay? Firangoji Narsala. Shaista Khan then continued his march on Pune. First, he captured the fort of Chakan. Firangoji Narsala fought to defend the fort with great bravery and skill against the army of Shaista Khan. For 2 months, he kept Shaista Khan at bay, but he was helpless against the guns of Shaista Khan. Shaista Khan was much impressed with the way Firangoji defended the fort and offered him service with the Mughal emperor. Firangoji, however, refused this tempting offer. Now children, here you can see the picture of Firangoji Narsala. Shaista Khan continued his march on Pune. Yes, he first captured the fort of Chakan. When he captured the fort of Chakan, there was Firangoji Narsala, a brave soldier of Shivaji Maharaj, who was so brave that he fought to defend the fort with great bravery and skill against the army of Shaista Khan. It was 2 months that Shaista Khan Shaista Khan was fighting against this soldier Firangoji Narsala. You can see the picture. But he did not give up. At last, Firangoji Narsala was helpless against the guns of Shaista Khan, because Shaista Khan have a large caliber guns. And seeing Firangoji Narsala, rather than Firangoji Narsala never stop his fighting. When Shaista Khan see that how bravely he fight with such a great bravery, Shaista Khan was impressed and he offered Firangoji Narsala a service with the Mughals. But this great soldier, the Sardar of Shivaji Maharaj, the Maratha Sardar Firangoji, refused his tempting offer because he was a loyal soldier, a great and brave and loyal soldier of Shivaji Maharaj. So children, he refused the tempting offer given by Shaista Khan, such a great soldier. Now let's see what happened next. I will read it for you. Pay attention. Shaista Khan now in Lal Mahal. Shaista Khan came to Pune and made Lal Mahal, Shivaji's residence, his headquarters. 1 year passed. Then another year, Shaista Khan would not leave Pune. On the contrary, his troops would raid Shivaji's territory, destroy crops, and take away the cattle. In this way, he started devastating the surrounding countryside. So children, here you can see the picture of Lal Mahal. Shaista Khan came to Pune and made Lal Mahal, Shivaji's residence, his headquarters. You can see here. Now what happened? This is Shivaji's house, but Shaista Khan made it his own and started living in this palace. Now this Shaista Khan did not only stay in Lal Mahal, but he also started troubling the people. His troops would raid Shivaji's territory. They destroy the crops. You can see the picture of crops. And they take away the cattle. And so Shivaji and all the people and the country was devastated. So the people became very harassed by the Shaista Khan's troops. They became very sad. So children, here we will stop. We will continue our remaining part of this lesson in next video. So kindly subscribe our channel and you will get more videos. Thank you. Have a nice day.